Memo Bibi Akwaba Eba Melodies TV. So, finally, we are gradually getting into the proper election period. Na nkrofo be kasa. Nkrofo kasa wi a. Yenso yebeba na de yenim no ye de atodwa. Na NAPO has been speaking. Ohwe nsem a NAPO woka enye nsem ketwa. Na was say yenso ye tre ya adwen. NAPO say voting for NDC is like bringing a curse upon the country. Obi say NAPO asem bi obeken bia no. Was say apology eta echi. We will look into what NAPO is saying and then Yebehun said you can no kwari bi wom and I say yentro. NAPO say se woto aba ema NDC a akwa akoye say ode eduabo ba wo man Ghana so. Yenhwe. Also, the running mate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, has said that Ghanaians will bring a curse upon the country if they vote the National Democratic Congress into power into the 2024 polls. NAPO, as affectionately called, who was addressing a group of people, questioned why Ghanaians would want to vote into power the NDC when they left office without leaving jobs and nothing good for citizens. NAPO say NDC a free amemo mu no na Ghana for any ejuma ade papa bi ani ho a che say NDC for ewo. Also, the Menchia South lawmaker disclosed that the president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is creating jobs for Ghanaians, adding that he recently cut a sword of the commencement of an industry in Jomoro in Nzima West Municipal Assembly, which will employ about 780,000 Ghanaians. I say Akufo-Addo akate sword. Akufo-Addo akate sword. Akufo-Addo akane saying 2, 3, 4 months na we free abemo. Afiansa wakwa kate sword. Ewo Jomoro. Was say a baby and Yuma 780,000 people. A baby and Yuma man for 780,000 people. Na sebi pray diasa. Da beni ochina. President Akufo-Addo will be free to 3, 4 months. Na fiansa wakwa wanka say project no ye wie ema okoye opening ceremony o si oko kate sword. Afiansa Akufo-Addo akwa kate sword. No problem. In a country where it sometimes takes 8 years for a factory to be put up by government, you know. Say you be catch say yakwa kate sword. In fact, yet your mind we mu say President Akufo-Addo akwa kate sword ewo agenda 111. Nini na no treme agenda 111. Hospital ba kwa operate how many years any? Agenda 111 how many years ni? Isn't it 4 years? Treme hospital ba kwa sha say operate agenda 111 hospital ba kwa. But time na Akufo-Addo kate sword no. Inti yesremo se mope campaign bia ya mama fa shortcutting there eba politics mo shortcutting na asemu shortcutting shortcutting ya de kasa politics mo especially Ghanaian politics yen fan kasa inti o say President Akufo-Addo akwa kate so do say NAPO further referred to the power crisis which was popularly called Dumso during the NDC era. He mentioned that the power crisis lasted 8 years under John Mahama, which caused a lot of job loss. So you want to vote for NDC, you want to use your terms to bring a curse upon the country. Until say what about Emma NDC ya, naturally say udi ukokromoti akwa kofa musio abre wa minor. This is a party who left the people of Ghana with no jobs, he emphasized. Inti NAPO nsemo awoka no. I mean, no problem. This is what we want to tell NAPO. It is the NDC ena ede your democracy NDC ene de wo democracy no eba Ghana. NDC ene de democracy eba whether you like it or not. It was NDC that started the democratic governance in Ghana. Yes, J.J. Rawlings by a name military rule. There are a lot of J.J. Rawlings ni peers in Africa. Just like him, they came as military leaders. But Oshe Ebibimaimu, J.J. Rawlings was one of the very few, if not the only, one of the very few African leaders that were more by as military leaders, no, were more essentially the democracy by. Most of the people who came through as military leaders in all other African countries, no, they almost so just say go to a friend saying Uganda and all those people. They almost so as presidents. Ebia womo in disguise of democracy krano. On that I say democracy, but they still sat on as president. But J.J. Rawlings brought proper democracy, whether you like it or not. He was a military leader. He could have said, as a military leader, democracy nowadays, but still, he will run for multiple times. Election, multiple times. But the democracy, and can say, presidents, biano, your number of times I'll be to me around just 8 years. As a military leader then, he could have said Dabi. Just like other countries like Rwanda. The number of times I will pay and I'll be caught. Uganda, the number of times I will pay and I'll be caught. In the presidents, no, ahonde not in a so no bet me 30 years, kind of 30 years or tinaso. Rawlings easily could have done that, but he didn't. In the NDC now, Oka say, Sebe, it is the case, no? Because, listen, Nanka, Rawlings, yes, Nanka Ghana, that be a beka say, ye pesi assistant, ebia, that part of the constitution, Nanka, it's yenim say, Anka ebeyasem, because you need a huge chunk of parliamentarians to help you do that. Nanka very difficult for anyone to do that. In the NDC, I walk as a omuye musiono. And then the democracy you are enjoying, and I'm so Emma Baumiaba be foul as running mate, no, a NDC ne de buy. So if the NDC voting for the NDC is a case, then you are also a case. It's as simple as that. Say na musio so any yenyo obi to say wa. Not just so ye musio, and say na musio so ni yenyo obi. Ni na musio so and away from abadia, and then you bet me akaso ye musio. Inti. And then, when you are Konya Ebabejina on the ticket of MPPC Yento Abama in a democracy that was brought by the NDC there. And say NDC Nedi Musio Abagana, the Ene Unsu Ye Musio. So to Abama NDC Ye Musio dia, Unsu Uye Musio. NAPO, you are energy minister. Ukrom, the Ashanti region. NDC for Ekokoto power plants at the Bawa Mainimu. Say, ye kanya enyi naso. It is our power plant. Yemra na embra mbema ye kania enjina so. Otina se na hu se dabi, wo bebi a wo free, esan se ehon no odwen wo mo ho ehu ne se na kania problem e wo ho. De wo ye ne se ukokọ sa power plant no e de ko wu krom e ma mokọ ye hu festivity. Nti se ye to abama NDC. Na se NDC a wo mo ye musuo no, o metumi adwen ahwekan akwa power plant efi abrochi aba. Na we ye no the power plant na akwa si ukrom se eya de pint no sebe empower ukrom dia na chese nsu ye musio ni bakwa wo no su anyansa ekofa power plant ne fi abrochi ba ya wonso usu anyansa ba be fa ye e de ko ukrom no so no ye musio dia wonso ye musio oye musio dia uye musio. You can do the propaganda and you can do all you want. Ubetumi aka de wope propaganda ubetumi aye de wope ubetumi aka de wope wa ma yate ase say you know unim say you play clean politics. And I mean no one is saying play clean politics. I mean you are doing you, so stay doing you. Ati ase wa ma yate ase say wo de kasa no unim kasa o kasa ho nte. It is a wo kwa kasa ye to abama NDC ye musio there no problem. Na po oba be kasa about people losing jobs. Na me nimse a yesubaya, and I don't want to be tribal. I'm not going to be tribal. But I've noticed say me nimse MPP for a yesubaya a wo mumu se dien mentiasie. Like sebi ono ne ho bon ye kan ebia wo ho bon ba ho na e bon no e kakra bi. E no no ne ho bon krasen. Nanso ono benya akukudro se ono osrewo na wo ka tra mansan se wo no ho bon MPP for sa suban no mukra. But I'm saying say I don't want to be tribal. But me notice here who say most of the MPP for no that is how they are. Omo ho bon sin obi a o. Now so what is say obi hu bon kakra bi pe na wa hya ase sere ni papron say hye abrante no na wono hye ne ho bon we bon no eya na medwen wa menti ase enti eya na no sebe mutumi tena se dwen hu ne say like is everything okay with you guys? And the reason why I'm saying that me say o ba be kasa say NDC for ba no Ghana for ni nyuma. The statistics are there. There's a reason why I wo kuo bi wo Ghana ye frɛ no Ghana Statistical Service. Omo adwuma ne say afi bia no omo be kɔ round ne akan Ghana for ne ye hu ne say Ghana for dodo say ene we adwuma ye Ghana for dodo say ne ni adwuma ye. In the history of this country, the latest report coming from the Ghana Statistical Service say momom bre so pan na Ghana for bebre ni adwuma ye. In the history of this country, it is there. NAPO wako school. Ghana Statistical Service data naba bonti wako school. It is not about mounting a stage and lying to people. The records are there. What's a momom reso? Ena Ghana fo bebre na embebunu ni bebre na eni ejuma ye. Momom reso. Yesterday I even saw a data it says 65% of Ghana mebunu awo mo wie school eni ejuma ye. And I was like, no, this is extremely worrying. Mom reso ena is it World Bank? Eka say you have over close to 1 million of Ghanaians ye push you towards the line of poverty. Not just a Ghana for bako 1 million ananka first no omundi here momba abayimu no sankrofona ba be dani ehiafo bubru momombre. And that tell me how many Ghanaians obe to me edimon says you omoboaka say odidi 3 times a day. And rechi mi wo banker bi obi a wo ye banker e wo mi area oti mi area madamfo on sheda anya madamfo but mi area o ye banker first no opia o yusu ne car de bia na otwi ne car and rechi na me kokoto ade na me hu no kwan ho na me say oh ukofie dia betinem na me nkonkosi o betinem na edi nkomo na me say na nse mi hu ka no around first in na eya me hu se park o ka wo fie nim na nse mi hu ka no around me mpo de eya me say wetu afri ha o say oh Charlie ka ne de wo ho but o to petrol gu mu ache nti sisi ade o ye ne se o na nse kwakwan ho na wa fa trotro na wa kwa ejuma o wi na wa ba. He's a banker first no kwa ejuma wo no na twi ne car edeko sisi a won twi car biom because car ababeda ne luxury me wadanfo bi I mean well to do oka kire me nan sen ye wo say you see ngrofo friends say me nim say munim Lagos 2 omo munim Lagos 2 no mo atena port area da no mo benum Lagos 2 no yes no eya no mo ba ye nkola no na ye nije because yen yet community 2 close to the port nti e beti say Lagos 2 ship aba ship bia omoton books ti wa wo pay books o pack enkan no yet say Lagos 2 aba pe hey ne ye ko pay books ato nti na nsen me ne madam fo ba bi di nkomo no kire me say oh yes Lagos 2 ship aba nti yenye ne nkona me nkonko pay books ni binto ena me ka ten so me nyamre nti ono obekọ de a onko ena o say okay obekọ nti me ne madam fo ba ma bi nso ono te akra ena ono nso ka kire me say wate say yes Lagos 2 ship aba nti yenko pay books nto nka den say oh obi kra se memra yenko ba me ka kire say mintumi but ono madam fo ba ma ne de time obeye ready no ombra ne yenko ena ka kire say ono kra wa odwen ho but odwen say ne obetofu we obi a we adwuma wo ska o odwen say ne obetofu e de aba na e de akọ na obakra na obefa trotro na me say aden no say he na say fu obo a eden no ntofu no ntwi mfi akra mbra tema no meto book nwie nko da bi obefa trotro oba na afa ne trotro na okọ na say nkra wotofu o lache nti wa pe bike nti o pe baby akwa na say wo twi ne bike no de kọ. That is what you have done to Ghanaians. That is what you have done to Ghanaians. People are parking their cars because fu obo a eden. But for some reason you think say you are the moral authority to speak against Ghanaians. Say NDC for Ghana for Lusunyuma, NDC for the poverty abagana. Yes, if na NDC was no na oti records are say asanteman no hia wo ho. Tisi a yes ye can the whole country wo mo ehia buburu atom so asanteman. Obi a wo free Ashanti region. You are not even concerned about it. Interna make us a minim say yesuban dia but me hu ni say ya de wo MPP for ho. omo ho bon sin obia nanso no wo ho sha ase say bon kitu bi pe na wa sha ase say osere wo say wo ho bon eya na meaning say a lack of self awareness o say ye den o say won fere ade a there is no MPP personality or MPP member today who should even be talking about jobs. There is no MPP person in there. Osi obu ne ho ofere nyankopon a. Also sha say kra so ka say Ghana fo ni adwuma ye Ghana fo ni adwuma ye because momo de no eye worse. We are not even talking about enyumo amuegu. We are not talking about that. But mo de no ye worse. Mr. Remo Napo. But I mean, at this point we know. Oh dear, bibia beba bia oka, bibia beba bia oka intini yenim. What you say? But some of us we are not going to sit down to allow that. Yenso ye be kan ya adwen atro. Montra mo your comment box ni mo. Me da say.